Okay, my loves, welcome back to Simone Sees. I am back with another energetic tap in, energetic download. And of course, I had some downloads that I did, and those are uploading to my TikTok right now. I'm going to get right into this energy because this is a dream download. But the downloads that I've been seeing, like for the past couple of weeks, I jot them down. At the Derby, Italy, 919, those numbers could be significant. Alcatraz Island, a judge, a lawyer, working together to get the client's case dismissed, a husband trying to unalive his wife to leave with his lover, a Tinder profile, Spider-Man is significant. Excuse me, I've been under the weather, so forgive me if my voice gets to acting a fool. Gold Bar, Washington, the name David, and Hawaii are going to be very significant, okay? So those were the downloads. Again, they're uploading to my TikTok, so y'all go ahead and follow me over there at TikTok Simone Sees. But let's get into this message, okay? So my dream download. In the dream, I was involved in this court case, and it was like a class action lawsuit, right? And excuse me. It's crazy because the events that, hold on y'all. Okay, sorry. 121 is significant. So January 21st could be significant. But what's crazy is the energy is relative to the energy that's been taking place. Is all relative in a sense to where we have people who work together, people who have been working together to cause destruction in other people's lives, right? So in the dream, I was in this class action lawsuit case. I was in this legal case, right? And it was me and another female. She was Latina. She had like a long textured brown hair. She's very pretty. And what had happened was, this is all going to be based on medical malpractice, okay? That medical energy that committed forgery, okay? So these things are all relative to what's been going on here. So I'm in this case, and we're both, it was like a competition, it's like a competitive kind of energy to where the people who are in the outside, who were influencing other people, because there's a crooked judge and there's also a crooked lawyer which is why I feel like a lot of these times in these legal firms, because I've been watching Matlock a lot, right? And you can have two different branches of legal firms. Now I'm seeing Nats, okay? So somebody could be very nitpicky, okay? But you have a lot of people who work together in these legal firms. And now I'm seeing in my mind's eye the episode on Evil, where the judge and the lawyer were both demons. And they were both working together against somebody who was trying to come against Leland, right? Now, Leland was also a demon who was working together in the legal system. So this is how all these people are tied together. They all knew one another, and they were all representative of they all had the same goal in mind, which was to create chaos and havoc, but it was all in this mercenary energy, okay? At the expense of ethics, okay? Primarily concerned with making money at the expense of ethics, okay? And then they showed me Monopoly, okay? And my Monopoly money came out of my ancestors' deck, okay? So the Monopoly energy, hold on. So they had me 411, so information, okay? They had me look up the definition of what Monopoly is when this Monopoly money fell out before I tapped in. A definition is a monopoly occurs when a single company is the exclusive provider of a product or service, controlling prices and supply. So it's like a hub company who's in control of all the products. It's giving like supply and demand. Now I'm seeing like black marketing. I'm seeing with this medical malpractice, I'm seeing how they sell body parts and shit on the black market, because they were showing me how Cheryl was showing up. It was the episode with Cheryl. I think it was episode 2. They were showing Cheryl, okay? And it was pretty much the glass ceiling energy. Like, you can only go so high, because she worked around a bunch of male demons, and you could only go so high. So she did something that the boss was approved of, and she asked for some type of recognition or some type of promotion. And the way he promoted her was he put her in the room that had a glass ceiling, right? So even though she got her promotion and she got her own office, there was still only so high she had to go, because to even get in the office, she had to lower herself, right? She had to lower herself. So keep that in mind. But in this dream, me and the young lady, were both in this class action lawsuit, right? And we had different situations. It might not have been the same thing. And this is how this all applies, because I dealt with something personally in which it's similar. The background is similar, right? So we were both fighting against this entity, right? And the entity was trying to break us up, right? The entity was trying to make us disconnect and have it's like a false sense of understanding pertaining to one another. But when myself and the young lady got together and started conversing, we realized that we were going through the same exact thing with the same exact people, and that they were trying to split us up, right? They were trying to disconnect us. And in learning that, I was like, after the conversation, we learned that we were both going up against the same thing, and we were both fighting for the same cause. So what happened was, I talked to her. We talked to one another. We communicated with one another. We got an understanding that it was bigger than both of us. And what the end of the conversation is, I hope you win too. Okay? I hope you win too. That's the overall energy. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. That was the end of the dream, because I woke up. After I said to her, I want you to win too, I woke up, okay? So we're talking about a mercenary or mercenaries who are primarily concerned with making money at the expense of ethics. And the movie G20, Viola, Auntie Viola Davis. Girl, I can't say enough how much I admire your tenacity and the way you take on those roles, because you did a hell of a job as the president in G20, okay? So we're talking about a betrayal, okay? And the betrayal has to do with scarcity, okay? And with this etheric cord energy, it's giving me people who are tied together, okay? Tied together, okay? So they're doing things, and it's causing this betrayal so that people can't shine, so that things can't be revealed. And it has a lot to do with alchemy, manipulation, okay? Somebody just won't let up. Somebody will not give up, okay? And now in this Queen of Cups energy, whoever this is somebody who is they paint the roses red. The roses are white, right? Because in Alice in Wonderland, the queen wanted all the roses red, right? So you see the roses are dripping with paint. So she covered up it's like painting over the white, okay? She wanted to paint this illusion, painting the picture of whatever this is, okay? Yeah, the Six of Swords reversed is painting an illusion, whoever's in this energy, so that somebody else can't move forward. So again, that black ball energy, so that somebody else can't shine, okay? And this is a monopoly. This is it's like that one hub energy. It could be one person who is in control of all of this, but they have all these people working around to ensure that whatever they're doing is effective, okay? So somebody wants somebody to be in grief. Somebody wants somebody to be sad. They don't want to, and I've been talking a lot about also stealing people's intellectual property. That's been coming up too. Then we had this PowerPoint energy, okay? And this, again, it's about controlling and it's about choice. So Tarot card 13 showed up when this PowerPoint energy, technology advancement, but it was in reverse. So it's like not wanting people to be advanced, not wanting people to be in control. Okay, they want the full control. They want to be in power. So let's get into it, okay? Hold on, y'all. So Spirit showed me all these different cards that he wanted me to use, or she wanted me to use today. I'm feeling a lot of feminine energy too in this, but there's a lot of patriarchal energy that has been very heavy as it comes to, you know, we're talking about the what is it? The He-Man Woman Haters Club. So it's making me think of what is it? Alfalfa and the Little Rascals, right? Where they have the He-Man Woman Haters Club, you know? And while the women are in competition to get to the top, right? There's this patriarchal energy behind it all who really doesn't want them to be in top. So the more that we fight against each other, the more power they have, the more control. But there's definitely a tower moment, okay? There's a tower moment. And then the Eight of Swords is here, okay? There's a tower moment when it comes to keeping people stuck and stagnant and having the wrong intentions when it comes to, what makes it hard to change habits that no longer work for you, okay? Friends, family, plans. If these things were not an issue, what effective habits would you rather have? So somebody has a habit of maybe creating tower moments for people to keep them stuck, okay? And again, not being able to collaborate. So again, that black ball energy, okay? And this is definitely some type of inside job is what I'm seeing. Tunnel vision here is to keep somebody inside a box, keep people inside of this. It's like the walls closing in on somebody, though, is also what I'm seeing, okay? But this is saying, tell your story to someone who deserves it. The story can be healing to share. Find someone who allows you to be exactly where you are. Don't waste it on those who may not understand your loss. So this is also people who, you know, you don't share the same experiences with other people. So that doesn't mean you hop on the bandwagon and just, you know, attempt to assassinate people's character just because you may not share the same experience with that person. That doesn't mean that this person is technically a bad person. It's just whatever experience you had may not have been the best. You know what I'm saying? But it's not negating that person's character. But when it comes to this class action lawsuit, I feel like these people are trying to have other people turn against one another who are actually trying to be against them. You know what I'm saying? Instead of working together, they want them to be separate so that it look crazy, okay? So let's get an ancestor's message here. Okay. Yep. See, with this laugh and have fun here, it's you see how it's just Mother Earth here? That patriarchal energy. Reconnect with Mother Earth. You need to bring the feminine aspect into whatever it is that you're doing, okay? Because there is no Adam without Eve. And it always question this. Me and my daughter talk about this all the time. Like, Eve got blamed for everything, but the apple got stuck in Adam's throat. Okay? So it's about being open to love and reconnecting with Mother Earth. So this is like a message from Mother Gaia. You feel me? The feminine universal energy. And it's nature. It's getting back to what nature wanted, okay? The harvest energy, okay? That's the only way you'll win. Yeah, because right now it's cold, okay? Right now, I feel like it's very wintry, a winter season, okay? It's very bare, okay? Somebody could be hiding out in a cabin in the woods, off the grid energy, okay? Yeah, they want you to connect with ancestors or passed over loved ones. Sense, feel, and reconnect. So somebody could be feeling left out in the cold here, okay? And I feel like that's what these people want, okay? With this medical professional that committed forgery, they could be feeling left out in the cold. Somebody could be getting hints from on this mercenary energy. It says connect with past on loved ones. Again, this person could have a military background. But these people are primarily concerned with making money at the expense of ethics. Okay? And somebody could be using spiritual manipulation as well. But somebody feels lost, okay? Somebody feels very lost in the situation. Now I'm hearing, girl, you know you're lost. So let me tell you what happened before I was tapping in, okay? Roses. And again, painting the roses red in this Queen of Cups energy, okay? In this Queen of Hearts. But there's judgment here. Somebody's under judgment for doing this, okay? For their attachments here. And not wanting people to advance with all this betrayal here, okay? Blocking people from being able to thrive, okay? So the roses, and it said painting the roses red. Something could be very significant about roses, okay? Because I wanted to light a rose incense. And then I have all my incense together, right? And I was burning what I thought was good vibes incense because it was in the good vibes box. But when I lit the incense, the smoke was black, okay? And I realized it when I looked in the box because my good vibes incense never burned with black smoke. And I realized that it was a different kind of incense. It was a different brand of incense even that was stuck down in the box. So what I thought was good vibes ended up being something totally different, right? Okay. And then when I burnt the sage, I thought the sage, okay, I burnt my little sage and I thought it had burnt out. So I was like, okay, the smoke's cleared. We can get to it. Well, something told me to shake the abalone shell. So I shook my shell and what do you know? Here it comes back smoking up again. So the smoke was covered up by all the other ashes. But as soon as I shook the shell, all the smoke started reappearing again. So it's like it gave me that smoke screen, okay? But it started burning up again, okay? Not as much, but it was relevant to the energy, okay? Overall, it's about teaching and sharing, instilling, instructing, and educating, okay? And this is giving me learned behavior. That's what me and my daughter were talking about this morning. So you see how this older person is teaching these younger men how to be, or teaching these younger men, okay? So let's get a feather message from the ancestors because I want to start this message off with spirit in mind, okay? That this is something that the ancestors want us to know. And it's so windy outside. The wind is like picking up right now. So this is all about communication. Like the universe has been communicating very heavily and it's starting to get stronger because I don't feel like people are still not taking heed to the warnings. So it's giving me that energy of natural disasters again, okay? I've been seeing a lot of volcano energy. I've been even seeing a lot about cars blowing up and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. It's just been giving a lot of natural disasters, but it has to do with fire, okay? The power of divine grace is within you with the white swan, okay? And the raven energy. The universe is calling you to Thank you, Spirit. The universe is calling you to notice important synchronicities. So they talking, but are you listening? The power to heal the earth is within you. So it's going to take all of us to come together and collaborate together. And I'm seeing that collaboration over competition for all of us to be able to thrive here. It has to be a partnership. We can't have masculine without feminine. We can't have one without the other. And look how she's holding that abalone shell here. Thank you, Spirit, okay? It has to be equally yoked energetically. And I'm not just talking about relationships. I'm talking about the masculine and feminine aspects work together in unison to be able to create a harvest, okay? And I feel like a lot of what has taken place is we've been so consumed with these trickster spirits. And it's like they're trying to say it's time to get out of this trickster energy, okay? And this person has taken everything from these women and these children. They're taking everything and running with it, okay? So again, taking people's intellectual property at the expense of, ethics. Money is the overall energy, okay? And I just seen 2112, so my grandma gotta be here, okay? My grandma Mimi, thank you, baby. And we've been talking about cigarettes and stuff all morning, and my grandma showed you smoke cigarettes, okay? So with 2112, I know Mimi here. I love you, Mimi. Thank you so much for gracing me with your presence today. Okay. Keep watching over us and these babies. So let's get a healing mantra, and then we're going to get into this energy. I'm going to use the Thoth Tarot deck today. And I'm also going to use the villains, and we're going to see what we're dealing with here with the occult tarot, okay? My choices determine how brightly I shine, expressing free will. And if you notice, throat chakra healing is on the back of the mercenary card, okay? So this is definitely throat chakra energy. And we're talking about speaking up, okay? And if had I not 2222 thank you, Spirit. Had I not communicated with the young lady in my dream, we could have very well been against one another, So it's all like a divine devised plan to separate the feminine energies from coming together. 2244, both master builder numbers, okay? Awakening inspired action, and that came up in reverse. There is only what life is asking of me, okay? So it's like something about that's not what I asked you to do kind of energy, okay? It's something about saying that's not what I asked you to do. So something is about speaking up. Choosing to not see what it is with this green energy, the heart chakra mixed with the throat chakra. Okay? There's only what life is asking of me. And I'm going to go ahead and clarify that. And then we have some sacral chakra energy. I am born of infinite joy. Okay? Receiving elation. Okay? So again, receiving the pleasures in life with the sun energy. Exposure here. Okay? Courage. So let me get the occult tarot to see who we dealing with. Spirit, show us the enemy. Ooh, I don't know if y'all heard that. 7 of Wands energy, okay? Glacia labolis, okay? Causes murder and bloodshed. Tales of things to come. Causes love of friends or enemies. Can make one invisible. So ain't that what we were talking about? Blackballing that energy, blackballing energy, okay? Oh, 4 of Swords, okay? Teaches grammar, logic, rhetoric. Can make one appear like a soldier. So this is Again, that run tell that kind of energy, okay? So they have some type of a henchman coming back telling them certain things, okay? Yep, look. Lucifer Rofocale, the Ace of Pentacles. And this came out in reverse. Gives all worldly power and treasures and makes one rich quickly. So I'm hearing Ponzi schemes, getting rich quick schemes, just schemes in general that are not of the highest vibration. Again, only having money in mind. And again, we talking about this medical professional and medical malpractice. So there could be some type of a class action lawsuit in which you have a judge and a lawyer working together. They're all collaborating, and you have the plaintiff and defendant. So whoever this defendant is in the case, who is trying to maybe defend themselves so they don't have to settle out or make payments, pay out people for what they did. Now I'm seeing Angie Stone, but I'm seeing these people are all in connection with one another. So they all know one another, okay? So the lawyer could be defending the crook, and the judge and the crook and the lawyer are all connected, okay? They know one another. So it will make it impossible. 2616 came up. So partnerships, okay? June 16th could be very significant. But they're all working together so that the people who are opposing against what they're doing, their malpractice and their unethical behavior, they can't win if all these people are in connection together. If the judge is friends with the lawyer and the defendant, how am I supposed to win? And these are the types of people who have been in power, who have been able to get away with all these things, cause this scarcity tactics so people aren't exposed, blackmailing people, blackballing people, again with this scarcity energy. And we got all this feminine energy here, and it's all because of these betrayals these people have done, okay? Manipulating the energy, okay? And these people are not giving up. They want people to give up, okay? They don't want people to see how divine they are either. But I feel like with this Sekhmet energy, somebody is in their strength. I feel like spirit, whoever this is, who's the plaintiff who's speaking up, they do not want you to self-sabotage. Do not give up. You could be looking like the villain to people, okay? You could definitely look like the villain to these people. They could be trying to paint this picture that you're a villain. They could be trying to make you feel like you're not safe. Maybe they do certain things that, again, are completely unethical to scare people, okay? And it's like they don't want you to be angry. Breathe. I'm getting panic attack energy. I was just talking to my mother this morning about that. Don't be angry, okay? Don't be bitter, be better. They want you to speak up. Keep fighting. Keep speaking up because you are divinely protected, okay? Trust your intuition. Ooh, you got your Maya here with a awakening. You could be awakening to you already know what's going on here, okay? And these people do not want you to level up. They are doing everything in their power so that people can't level up. So we're talking about, this is some serious shit, okay? Page of Cups energy here, okay? With this 6666 energy, okay? The Owl's energy. And this owl is wearing a crown. Teaches astronomy and the values of herbs and precious stones. But in reverse, they don't want you, they want you to self-sabotage. I heard Nicki Minaj, I will retire with the crown. Yes. No, I'm not lucky. I'm blessed. Yes. Clap for the heavyweight champ, me. But I couldn't do it all alone. We. Young Money raised me. Okay? You have the ancestors backing behind you. They're trying to tell you, don't give up. These people are really under judgment, okay? They could be trying to throw all kind of things behind your back. And this could be a Queen of Cups energy who's just been talking so much mess with these wands behind this person's back, okay? So there's somebody painting these roses red and she's holding a white rabbit. This could be a feminine energy. Yeah, and it's all because of money, okay? For the love of money. They've been saying so many things behind somebody's back, okay? Because these are two different queens, okay? Look at with the Ten of Swords energy. Jesus. 10-10. But things are coming to an end with this judgment here, okay? 10 of Coins, 10 of Swords. So these people have betrayed a number of people over decades, okay? I'm getting 100, 10 times 10, okay? Over a decade. Decades worth of betrayals, all for money. You see that red room, okay? Red rum. Okay, and the secrets are coming out about what these people have done. Okay, who is this mercenary energy, spirit? Who is this? Show me who is in this mercenary energy. These people are under judgment for doing this for money. Psh, Jafar. How did I know his ass was gonna come up? Jafar. Remember, he wanted to be the king. The Sultan energy, remember? So this is giving me, okay, Arabian Nights. And he has all these wands in these different forms, okay? And it's giving me chakras. Again, the throat chakra, the root chakra, and the solar plexus chakra. So somebody is trying to silence people, make them unstable with the root chakra energy. And he's using his power, his confidence, his influence to do this. Thank you, Spirit. Queen of Coins in reverse, okay? And this is the rescuer's energy, okay? Look at how she had the coins here, okay? But she got these alligators under her feet. Somebody could wear alligator shoes. Somebody could have a lot of alligator shoes. Thank you, Spirit. The wind blowing. Now, Lord. He's manipulating this person, okay? What is this? Yeah, the Emperor reversed, okay? All for the love of money. This is a karmic father in this Jafar energy. Or a husband. Because I see, also this could give me somebody who's this husband. Because in that download, it was a husband who was trying to unalive his wife to leave with the mistress. Okay? Yep, with the 5 of Swords. And the rescuer's energy, because you know Lucifer was trying to catch the mice, right? The cat. Here's the gnat. The name Gnat could be significant. Somebody needs to be really careful and trust their intuition when it comes to this Emperor. I'm seeing Tony the Tiger on the Frosted Flakes. They're great. But in reverse, this is Shere Khan, the Emperor in reverse. And Shere Khan had his own intentions when it came to Mowgli. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to get rid of Mowgli. He didn't feel like he belonged there. So there's somebody who is manipulating and lying on people so that this person or these people won't help. And the 8 of Swords reversed here to keep them trapped. Again, well, I don't know what's going on, you know, kind of energy. And again, you got Iago here, which is Jafar's Page of Wands, coming to tell him the news whenever so this is a spy that's working with this person. These people work together. So it could be a feminine as well who's working with this person, or they could be working together to work against a feminine energy. Yeah, this person is a star, okay? Aquarius energy. Mirror, mirror on the wall, okay? There's a mask in this mirror. Somebody needs to look in the mirror here. Because this queen, again, was projecting onto Snow White. She wanted to be the queen. So this person's wearing a mask. The 5 of coins in reverse. They're hiding things because they don't want to be left out in the cold. Oh, God. Here we go. What else, Spirit? Yeah, the world. They don't want their cycle to end here. They don't want the world to see. They don't want this coming out. They don't want people to be exposed and know who they really are. So he stole the lamp. Iago took the lamp from Aladdin to give it to Jafar. So somebody could have stole something from somebody to give it to this man. So this is about taking some valuables from somebody to give them to this person so they couldn't have it. So they couldn't finish something. Shere Khan. And it's 2 queens behind. It's two hat. This person is the one who shapeshifts, right? With the mirror, mirror on the wall with the Aquarius energy, okay? Because she shapeshifted into this hag so that somebody would feel bad for her, right? But it's the same person in different skin. Their same goal was to get Snow White to bite the apple, to bite the bait, so that they could end them. Yeah, the 3 of Cups here. So they're partnering with people. There's poison in these cups. Each one of these cups has poison in it. Each one of these cups have been manipulated. Wow. That's the truth, Spirit said, okay? So tell me with the Thoth Tarot deck, now that we're getting into it, what's the overall outcome of these people? Now that they've been exposed, what is the outcome? Things are going to be balanced out for sure. If it takes natural disasters to do it, then so be it. Ruin. This is the ruin is going to be the overall outcome of these people. The 10 of Swords. The same swords you wanted for somebody else are the swords that you're going to die. You live by the gun, you die by the gun. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Okay? The same way this has happened to you, you wanted it to happen, it's going to happen to you. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. The 7 of Swords is you're going to get caught. Okay? And you're going to lose all your fortune. Everything that you've been, because it's giving the spindle that put Sleeping Beauty to sleep. So the same way you wanted people to end, the same thing that you wanted for everybody else is what you're going to get. Okay? The Ace of Cups and Spirit is going to balance that out. This is that energy. Justice. Justice is going to be served, okay? I heard you getting your ass handed to you. That's what's going to happen. Somebody's going to be very emotional too. Somebody could be manipulating the justice system. $18 could be significant. I see 10, 18. Queen of Wands energy. Okay? Stay focused. Stay fierce. This is giving the Statue of Liberty. Stay focused, stay fierce. Justice is going to be served, and you're going to get fulfillment. You're going to get wish fulfillment, okay? Justice is going to be served, but stick to it. Do not give up. Do not give up. These people can't get away with this. They won't get away with this, okay? Don't keep hidden what's happened to these people, because it's giving me Cheryl with the glass ceiling. They didn't want Cheryl to get above them. They didn't want a woman to control shit. But whatever this is, and however they did, whatever they did, everything they did to get away with what they've gotten away with, it's ending, okay? Yep. The devil in reverse. They're not going to be able to continue to be a trickster, okay? The devil in reverse is clarifying itself twice, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and end it there. They want you to speak up, okay? It's like not working with these people, okay? Because it's not out of love. It's going to cause conflict, okay? These people could be causing conflict amongst the masses, okay? But get ready for the tower moment. And you see that tornado around the tower? I feel like it's going to come in the form of a natural disasters. What's going to happen? The tower is coming, okay? It's already here. Nature is speaking that you're going to be caught. You're not going to be able to be in this energy anymore, okay? You're not getting away with it. And I most certainly ain't going to be quiet. Ace of Cups, yeah. What you wanted for somebody else is what's coming for you, okay? And you're not going to be happy with this King of Swords energy, okay? This scar energy you in. Am I my brother's keeper? Okay? Scar didn't like Mufasa. He was jealous of Mufasa. But he was a coward. Okay? And whatever fulfillment that you wanted, however greed, envy, malice, mercenary energy, you're not going to be happy. This is how you wanted people to feel. This is how you going to feel for being a manipulator, okay? Woo! Something's going to come out, too, about somebody's addictions as well. Eight of Wands, the energy you put out is the energy you're going to get back, okay? As above, so below. You can't get away with it. You might be trying to right now as we speak. But what Spirit say? Nope. Six of Swords reversed, okay? Nope. Nope. I'm going to say it again. Nope. Go ahead and run tell that, okay? That's the message. I am always so happy to be able to deliver these messages, and I'm working with them. I'm working for the Lord, the all, okay? Allah, however you want to say it, in whatever language, whatever, Allah, God, the Most High, whatever, the highest, the creator, whoever, that's who I'm with, okay? So keep that in your back pocket, like whatever else you try to put in it. But anyways, I'll be back with another message. And yeah, I love y'all. Now I'm about to go back and rest and recover.